You know what? If there's one reason why everyone should get an Amazon Prime account right now, it's for this. Discontinued knives. You can still find discontinued knives at really affordable prices on the internet, and with Amazon Prime, you get free shipping on a lot of things. But, you know, enough of my commercial for Amazon Prime. I better get it's paid for that. Ha 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 ha. No, just kidding. I'm not getting paid for it, but really, I'm actually using my friend's Amazon Prime account, and let me tell you, free 2-day shipping makes it so much more enticing to buy things, and you can find these older discontinued knives in places where you normally couldn't. But this review, if you haven't seen already by the title, is of the SOG Daggert 2. And look at this. What a nice looking dagger. It's not often that I see daggers made with this level of attention to the aesthetic and design quality as they presented in this SOG Daggert. This is the SOG Daggert 2. The only difference between the SOG Daggert 2 and the Daggert 1 is that the Daggert 2 is longer. It's a bigger blade. And yeah, so first off, I just want to say that this is mostly just going to be a basic review. I have not used this knife in combat, obviously, and it's not a work knife, and it's not an EDC knife, that's definitely true. This is a combat knife, and I'm not in combat, and I'm not going to probably be in combat, especially when I bought this knife. So I can't really attest to its combat efficiency. If you're looking for combat efficiency videos about the SOG Daggert 2, you probably want to look elsewhere. But if you just want to kind of talk about the knife for a little bit and look at it and have some nice looks here at the smaller details, be my guest, like the video and subscribe, and you'll be able to see more of this kind of stuff. But anyway, this Daggert 2 measures in. Let's get out the measuring instrument. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 inches, nearly. It's probably 11.9 inches long. This is a foot-long dagger overall with a 7-inch blade. So this thing is really not to be messed with. As you can see, it is sharpened on both sides, dagger style, and there are some serrations here. Nice serrations by SOG. They're not too sticky, as I say. But yeah, so coming down here, the pommel, there's a big screw here. It's trying to get it. Don't know what that does. Never opened it, not going to. Probably just allows you to remove the pommel and get to the tang. I don't know. And along with that, there is a lanyard hole, probably about the size for paracord. I don't know why you'd put a lanyard on a dagger like this, but to each their own. If you want to, go right ahead. And then we come up to I believe this is a craton handle, and this is a nice handle. I think it's comfortable. It has nice friction qualities in the hand. I'm just going to move this up since this is a bigger knife than my last one. It feels nice in the hand. Has good friction, and yeah, it'll wear down after a while, but I'm not going to be using this hard enough for it to wear down. And then look at these nice little spacers between the hilt here and then the grip. That's just a nice design choice. The gray and the black match the finish of the blade and the handle. And of course there's a SOG's branding here and here, as they like to do. You can really see SOG Daggert 2. Big, nice knife. The hilt serves very well as a handguard. My hand is not going to come over that through thrusting, stabbing, cutting, or anything. It could come off the back, I guess, but that's really not... when does that ever happen? It's comfortable to hold, feels nice in the hand, well balanced. This thing is very well balanced. It's probably balanced right probably right below the hilt, about here. I don't want to drop it, so I'm not going to risk balancing on my finger, but I'd say it's balanced right below the hilt here, which means that this feels really light in the hand. The blade is light. You can really whip it around quickly, as opposed to a blade which is heavier than the handle, in which case you can really get some powerful attacks. This would be for quick stabs and thrusts and cuts of that sort. This is a very thin blade, as you can see. Don't know the exact measurements. Don't have that specs with me, and I don't have a tool to measure that. Whew. You're welcome. No, just kidding. But if you said bless you, if I was feeling sarcastic, I would tell you you're welcome, just to be a silly. Yeah, ground on both sides down to a nice fine point. This blade is made of Os 8 steel, as SOG likes to use. I have never been satisfied with SOG's Os 8. I don't know why. I feel like it's their heat treat. It's just not hard enough. It doesn't hold an edge as long as even... Let's grab a knife over here. How about this one? I would say that this, I think this is 8CR13 MOV steel, and this CRKT M16 holds an edge better than the premium steel on the SOG knives is Os 8. Coming down here to the tip, comes to a very nice acute tip with this vein running down the middle. Nice for aesthetics. And I'll tell you another issue about the blade that I have. I don't know if you guys can see. And I don't know if it's on this side of the blade. It is. I don't know if you can see this. Right about here, the blade has been bent. And I think that is the work of my sister messing around with my stuff. Anyway, yeah, see, you can see it right there where the color slightly changes. Right about here. Right there. Yeah, so that's just a problem with it, but I mostly bought this knife as an ornamental piece, just something, I didn't have a dagger, so I thought it'd be cool, and plus I just really like the design. Overall, it's a well-balanced, probably a great fighter. Kind of fragile, so don't play around with it too hard. But a great looker, good build quality, great from SOG, and that's really all I can say about the SOG Daggert 2. I think it's pretty expensive though. I think this one was about like $80, but as a collectible piece, since it's discontinued and everything, I feel like it's worth it. It's awesome. But now onto the sheath. The problem with this sheath, if this blade had a black tie-dye coating on it, I would have no problems with this sheath. Oh, and by the way, made in Taiwan. Focus. Taiwan. Which I don't have a problem with. If it's good quality, it doesn't matter where it's from. But the sheath, if this had a black coating on the blade, there'd be no problem. But the first few times you draw the knife from this sheath, which is Kydex, by the way. Or no, it's a hard nylon sheath. Where is this Kydex? I don't know. But we'll just call it hard nylon sheath. It'll leave these black marks on this bead blasted finish. And that kind of takes away from the initial value of the knife, and it's just kind of annoying. The knife has the sheath has a strap here, retention strap, and it's made with some sort of like Kraton durable rubber with a snap in it, which is really hard to disengage, so I'd mostly just leave that off. Then of course you press out of the Kydex and your knife comes out. Retention is adequate, but I feel like if I really tried hard enough with the weight on this pommel, it would come out. Plus, you know, it's a good looking sheath, right? Right? No. What is this? Look at how ugly this is. Those cartoon letters that they used to use. Yeah, not a fan of that detail, but it obviously doesn't detract from the functionality, so. One thing I really do like is this, what are these called? It's made by American Sportsman's Products, patent number 7007352. It's basically a quick release thing for your belt, where that'll click onto your belt and you've got a for this really to be effective, you need to have a big tactical belt, something that is like pretty much Molly compatible, or not Molly compatible, but you know what I'm talking about, like a big heavy duty belt. Wearing a regular belt with this, it's not going to work because there's just too much space in there. You're going to end up pulling the whole sheath up when you're trying to draw, and it's just inconvenient. But this is a really good idea, and I do appreciate it. You don't have to undo your belt and string it through. It's much easier than that, and that's a good design, which I like. The sheath is riveted together, and it does have some extra loops for fixation to Molly gear or whatever you want to do. And it is sturdy. Just wish that the retention was a little bit stronger and it didn't leave those marks on your blade. This has been Beepo16A. You want to see more knife reviews about knives that I've collected, my growing collection. Up next, I've got Spyderco Tenacious. Just got that today. Be able to do a review on it soon. SOG Aegis. Isn't that a nice blade shape? Review on that soon. Ontario Rat 1. Do a review on this soon too. And oh yeah, how could I forget about this? Not gonna take it out of the sheath, but this is a SOG Voodoo Hawk Tomahawk. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Beepo16A. You want to see more? You need to subscribe right now. You need to like the video and leave a comment and tell me if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything. I'd like to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching. See ya.